were the first same-sex couple to be married inside a church in the Maritimes in a ceremony that got a lot of media attention 21 years ago. Well, with this being Pride Week in St. John, CTV's Mary Cranston looks back now on their story and how far the LGBTQ community has come there.
Yes.
Like any happy couple looking back on their wedding day, it's hard to believe how much time has passed and how so much has changed.
You're a false prophet. That's what you are, man. You're not but a false prophet.
21 years ago, Jim Crooks and Carl Trickey married at the former Centenary Queen Square United Church, now known as the Gothic Arches. They married in a covenant ceremony, which at the time outraged many in the community.
We thought 40 or 50 people maybe, friends and family, and it turned out to be closer to 200 people inside and probably that number outside.
A crowd of protesters gathered outside. The church was vandalized. Inside, the Maritime's first same-sex wedding that was sanctioned by a church went ahead.
The church took a fair amount of heat about that, and they stood behind their decision.
The fallout continued for months afterward. The issue divided the congregation. Many members eventually left. Dozens of people expressed opinions in the local paper.
Some of them were very painful to read. I mean, you're being painted with a brush that really isn't reflective of who you are as a person or as a couple.
The couple faced a number of threats and feared for their personal safety. 21 years later, holding hands in public, not as much of an issue.
And yes, occasionally there are remarks. And okay, remarks, words never hurt us.
But despite everything that happened,
it's interesting to be, 20 years away from it and look back, because it gives you this wonderful sense of hopefulness.
Proud of how attitudes have evolved in their community. Mary Cranston, CTV News, St. John.